everybody ain't chosen to tell the truth. A lot of people want to hide from the shit. They want to tuck their tail when it's time to stand up and speak up. Yeah, I'm a big dog. Big facts. But yeah, let's just start addressing this issue, right? The pedophiles in my family. The fucking levels and the devils and the shit I had to grow through to make me into the beautiful, powerful, strong man that I am today. That I can set an example for my kids. Make sure the fuckery ain't gonna continue. So yeah, I know a lot of people gonna be, triggered and upset about what I'm talking about. But this is the time to do it. With all of this shit coming to the light, a lot of motherfuckers want to continue to hide and not take responsibility and accountability for how they ruined my DNA, my lineage, on both sides, my mother's side and my father's side. But we gonna start with my mom's side, because that's the place that I found out young, at a young age. I was 10 years old. I was actually in Trinidad with my sister. And she decided to tell me after she had gotten drunk. She was only 13 years old. And she got drunk. And she decided to tell me that she got molested by my grandmother's boyfriend, David Toro. That nigga. And so since 10 years old, 11 years old, I've been knowing and I've been rebelling against it. I've been low-key holding anger, animosity, resentment towards my family when I was a kid. Not now. I've learned how to move past that and evolve and not hold grudges and let them hold their karma. Let them deal with that shit. But yeah, so I was a young kid as a rebel, and that's what really got me into my awakening and wanting to know why. Why is certain things a certain way, right? And I went through a whole spiritual awakening when I was 13 years old. Because I just started asking why to certain situations. Even to my adults, I remember as a little kid, I would confront my adults about this, and they had nothing to tell me. They were scared to even talk about the topic. They would get mad and yell at me like I had something wrong with me. Like I was tripping out. But I realized that God put me here on a planet to rebel against that for a reason. So I don't continue to be quiet and just follow the bullshit that they've been feeding us, right, in society in general. I had to break a lot of different chains, especially after I had my kids. It's crazy because after I had my kids, the plot thickens even deeper. But yeah, at first it was my grandmother's boyfriend. He wasn't that important to me in my childhood. But later on, it was after I had my daughter. It was after I had my daughter that my sister ended up telling my wife that I'm with right now. I've been with her for like 10 years, so she's seen the ins and outs of both sides of the family. And she decided to tell my wife and not me that my grandmother's youngest son, Christopher Mammon, putting these motherfuckers out. keep my car clean. You know what I'm saying? And that shit hurt. You know what I'm saying? That shit hurt when I found that out. I wanted to really beat somebody up. But I ended up beating myself up about it. And I realized over time that I took on a lot of these burdens. Right? We'll get to that later on after I go over all of these motherfuckers, after I expose all of these motherfuckers that just, it's cool. Everybody in my family want to treat them like, oh, it's hush hush. Nobody want to approach them. Nobody want to confront them. But hey, I'm here to tell the truth. I'm also here to live an example of a divine masculine that doesn't touch little kids. I've never touched any little kids. And even though I was supposedly accused of touching Amelia, my cousin, when we were younger, it's crazy because I was put in a situation, a hyper-sexual environment where I had my uncle and my dad bringing home bitches every night from the club and fucking them and sending them home, fucking them in my grandmother's house. They yelling to the top of their lungs, and my grandmother's in the room listening to it. All of us kids in the room listening to this shit going on. Especially my uncle. He didn't give a fuck. Uncle Javon. Javon Lasassier. Let's put it like that, because he ain't no fucking uncle. He hasn't done shit for me. None of these niggas have done shit for me. That's why I'm putting their ass on blast. But they want to claim to be these tough guys. And it's hilarious. It's hilarious to me. Because karma is just dealing with them. And I'm allowing it. Because it ain't my responsibility to deal with these people. It's God's responsibility. It's just my responsibility to set the boundary and let these motherfuckers know you ain't coming around me or my family. It ain't gonna happen. So let's keep proceeding. So Christopher ended up molesting my sister at a very young age. Then my grandmother's boyfriend continued to do it at older. She was like 8 to 9 to 10 years old. That was all that time. And that's just my sister, right? And that's just my mother's side of the family. Now when it comes to my father's side of my family, I didn't find this shit out until I was like, until a couple of years ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. This was after my grandma died, 2023. This was after my second daughter. I went to go see my Auntie Kim. This is my grandfather's, this is my dad's dad, his oldest daughter, Auntie Kim. So, I haven't seen my dad in years. Say like almost 6 years now. And we've been going through our battles throughout my teen years and all of that. We had on and off periods of talking and going through certain things. And so, how I found out about my grandfather was through my aunt. It was 2023. I think my uncle had just got attacked by a dog, almost died and shit. And what happened was, triggered. So in that moment, I have my grandfather sleeping over my house in my daughter's room. You know what I'm saying? Had him sleeping on the bottom bunk. She had a bunk bed in her room. Had him sleeping on the bottom bunk. And yeah, I took a picture of him and my youngest daughter, and I sent it to her. You know, and after I sent it to her, she wanted me to call her. So I called her. She ended up wanting me to come over. So me and my wife ended up taking a trip to her land, and she ended up telling me that she was getting molested by my grandfather. And that shit broke me into pieces. That shit broke my heart. Because my grandfather, he taught me how to tie my shoes. He taught me how to make a PB&J sandwich. He taught me how to ride two-wheeler on a bike. He taught me how to spell. How to do math. How to dig a hole. You know what I'm saying? How to put a pool together. How to maintain a pool. A lot of these lessons he taught me. You know what I'm saying? Huge lessons. Astrology, right? I was his apprentice in astrology, if y'all have been following me for a while. You know I was coming out with my grandfather and the whole astrology things. But everything started to click. I started to realize that, wow, the reason why my relationship with my grandfather never really prospered was because deep down inside, this is the shit that he was harboring. This is the demons that was on top of him. Right? Because when you do this shit to a person, when you do this shit to a little kid, you're wicked. You become wicked. You become the filth of the earth. You become impure. You turn a pure little innocent child into a monster. You can turn them into a monster just by doing that, just by abusing them in that way. You can turn them into an abuser. And my sister, to this day, is an abuser. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's about cheating, whether it's about, you know, doing things to us as little kids. You know, so things happen to her, and she, in return, spreaded it to me and my cousins, and we started doing things that we wasn't supposed to be doing. And you know what was crazy? I didn't realize that she was my abuser. You know, I didn't realize that uncle was an abuser. You know, I was close to him. I didn't even know that my grandfather was an abuser. So I got to the point, right, to where it was cool for it to be on my mom's side. So at least half of me is pure, right? I thought my dad's side was all pure. You know, only things I had to fucking break on that side was fucking bitches all day, right? But now, coming to these realizations as a grown-ass man, it makes you question a lot about yourself. It makes you question your whole identity. You know? It makes you feel tested in certain situations where you shouldn't be tested. Makes you feel vulnerable. When I found out both sides of my lineage comes from this wicked ass shit, I realized that God put me here for a reason. God put me here to rebel against it. God put me here to set the boundary within my family and also speak it into light. Because ain't nobody gonna talk about their shit that they do. Nobody's gonna face their truth. So I had to face it. I had to speak up. And I went through so many dark nights of the soul. I battled so many spirits and demons. That's why I don't fuck with nobody, really. And you know what's crazy? After finding out about my grandfather, and my grandmother had passed already, that shit completely broke me. And I had to come back from nothing, like I've done multiple times in this life. I've came back from nothing. I've had everything taken from me. I've had my family taken from me. I've had everything taken from me. I know what it feels like to not have nothing. A lot of people don't know how that feels. A lot of people don't know how it feels to even go through the dark night of the soul, to do work on themselves, to do the work. A lot of people don't know how that feels to do the work. And I've been doing the work. And I'm happy. I'm happy that I've been doing the work. I'm happy I can live in my truth. I'm happy I can speak my truth. Because if it was up to everybody, they'd be living in a lie and keep perpetrating a lie and thinking that that's the truth. And that's what's crazy. But yeah. How this shit really affected me, from going from knowing, not knowing, to knowing, living in secrecy, living in lies. That shit sucked. But I had to create my own truth. I had to build my own truth from scratch. I had to get exactly where I'm at, just so people can see. Crazy. So I figured, since all of this shit is coming out, I might as well do this. I might as well start speaking the truth. I might as well get on here and start living my truth. Because this ain't the only truth that need to come out. This is just one of the truths. One of the hard things that people don't want to see. People don't want to look at it. But you know what? I'm here to shove it in their face. I'm here to show them that shit is disgusting. Anybody touch my daughters, anybody touch my sons, you're gonna die. Period. There ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I'm gonna kill you, chop you up, put you in a bag, and let you sink to the bottom of the river with some bricks on you in a plastic bag, chopped up into pieces. Because I'm not playing. I don't play around with my family. Best believe I'm armed, so don't try to alarm me. Don't try it. Don't test your luck. And I put people on their neck. Just know that. But that's irrelevant. Because ain't nothing gonna happen. I know I'm protected by God, and God got a plan for me. I'm just here because I need to speak my truth. I need to activate myself and keep it pushing. I need to speak my truth and keep it pushing. I need to love myself and keep it pushing. I need to tell my story and keep it pushing. Because not everybody's going to relate. But as time goes on, you'll realize and see how many things not in this world that we going into. You got till the, when? You got till the 17th of this month. Then it's a wrap for you. 17th of February. And it's going to be a whole new year. Whole new number. I'm going off the Chinese astrology. That's when they usually do the numerology. So we going from a 9-year to a 1. And I'm the 1. I'm the 1, 3, and the 6. So just know that. My life path is 1. I was born on the 3rd of August. I'm here to shine light. I'm here to be the light. I'm here to be the sun. I'm here for you to watch me be the sun. Shine light on the things that are fucking the filth of the earth. The worst of the worst. And I'm happy. I'm happy this shit is coming to the light. I'm happy I got this little time to not look like a weirdo. Because if I didn't in any other time, everybody would be thinking I'm a fucking weirdo. Like they ain't go through shit with they family. Like they ain't got shit under their covers that they need to reveal. I'm just one of God's soldiers. I'm here to inspire you to speak up about your trauma. I had to go through this trauma. Because my sister was abused, she abused me. She abused the men that she was with. And she became an abuser. In my life. It still is, actually. Talking shit behind my back. It's alright. You can talk all your shit you want. You don't live the life I live. You don't live in truth. You rather live in a lie. You rather forgive the person that fucking did that wrong shit to you. It's all good. That shit ain't gonna happen to my lineage moving forward. That shit can happen to her lineage. It's not happening to mine. I'm gonna speak light, speak truth on it. I'm gonna protect mine. Happened to my aunt. She was crazy. But it also helped me have more discernment in my life. Kick out the people that don't need to be in my life. Only add the people that are adding value. A lot of people want to just be around your light to slurp from it. Like my brother. I just helped this nigga out. And he wanna shit on me with the whole rest of my family. It's them against me. That's cool. Let him have it. But he wouldn't be where he's at right now if it wasn't for me. And that's cool. That's cool. I did for him what a lot of people didn't do for me. And that was through God's will, literally. Everything happened on divine time, how it was supposed to happen. It's crazy how you can do so much for somebody and they can just turn around and just talk shit. That's crazy. Closest to you that can hurt you the most. That's why I stay lonely. That's why I stay by myself. That's why I don't got friends that I can just call. That's why I don't call nobody. That's why I don't have people just calling my phone. slurping my shit.